All right, Maria.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a fart sucked out of your asshole before?
No.
I got a number for you. You can call. 323-250-6366.
Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to the Puff and Chat podcast with your girl Latina Beauty and
Koala Puffs. What's up, guys?
You ready for today?
I don't know.
I don't know. You ready?
I woke up a little feisty today, a little confrontational, you know. So you never know what's gonna happen when we're recording live because sometimes koala be koalaing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we just heard your fart.
You want to see it? I'm just kidding. Today we're bringing in a very laid back, chill episode for you guys. We honestly just wanted to literally puff and chat today. No segments, no extra stuff, no reviews, no boxes. We actually have a 5-gram King Palm with us.
That's a lot of weed.
That's a lot.
Holy shit.
So when I roll my double blunts, it's 7 grams. But we never finish it. Like we always have to.
It usually lasts like a long time. You're like, turn it on, turn it off, turn on, turn on, turn off,
light it,
turn it on. Yeah.
Turn it off.
Turn on.
Turn on the light switch on the blunt. Turn off the light switch on the blunt.
On off.
So I'm excited to see if we actually get through this today. This is it right here. And if you're curious about this big baby, these XXL King Palms are actually going to be available in my November subscription box. And you guys will get to see the entire subscription box for November in the next episode. Mm-hmm. Want to tease you guys a little bit. We just got to November. We're just sliding in here early. With that being said, can I just say? Can I say something? Is this a podcast? Can I say something?
It is a podcast. It is our podcast. We can say whatever we want.
It's fucking November.
Yeah, we were just talking about this the other day. It's the year's about to fucking end, bro. I'm about to start planning a mini birthday party.
For your baby.
Yeah, December. Like, what the fuck?
That's crazy. Yo, I feel like every year, January lasts 6 months. February, everybody's either really upset because we single and it's Valentine's Day or we really happy because Valentine's Day and finally somebody loves us. And then, and then it's just like everybody waits till 420 after that. Then everybody's really stoned for a while. Mm-hmm. And then it's just like this like weird in between limbo during the summer where everybody's like, I guess I should be outside.
I guess we're alive.
I guess. And then before you know it, the holidays sneak up with fucking Halloween and then Thanksgiving and Christmas and so
I'm so excited though. I have to say I am super, super excited. Like this upcoming week, we're going to have like our first annual Halloween party, starting. Well, we're starting. What is it?
No, on your end, it already happened. Or it should have already happened. This is November. We're in November now for the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
So your Halloween party hasn't happened yet, but when they're listening to this podcast. Yeah.
So when you see this, I will have my first annual party, Halloween party. And I'm really excited.
For your baby?
Yeah. He's going to be a little wolf. He's like...
Wait, he's a wolf, so what are you, like Little Red Riding Hood? Is there like a theme?
Girl, I cannot dress. I gotta chase him. I gotta chase the wolf.
You gotta chase the wolf?
I gotta chase the wolf.
Shit, who chases the wolf? The guy that fucking kills it, dress up as that?
Usually, I just throw on a t-shirt, I get like a white t-shirt, throw blood on it, and put on a mask, call it a day.
Honestly, like, that's more than I used to do back in the day. And I still do this every once in a while, but like pre-Koala Puffs, when it was just like Angela attending Halloween parties, I wear a onesie every year. I don't even give a fuck. I'm an elephant now, bitch. I'm Tinkerbell now. Like, I'm a panda. You know what it is?
This year, you went to your party all done up, huh?
Oh, well, I've had costumes. I did Harley Quinn to film a YouTube video here. Then you made me Conehead, which you guys saw. If you didn't see, you missed out. Go check out the previous episode. And then Laura Croft for the actual Halloween party. And all 3 of those are still before Halloween actually happens. So it is what it is.
That's how I feel when I do like 50 makeup looks and I'm like, fuck, I've been like 50 different fucking characters.
It's not even Halloween yet.
Yeah, I'm like, I wasn't doing that shit in fucking September.
She's like, it's July. Let's get started early.
No, for real. I really did. I started a whole month early. That was like bad.
I got a serious question for you because I was talking to Berna the other day. And Berna said GIF.
GIF. I say Jiffy.
I say GIF.
I say Jiffy.
You added an extra letter?
I say Jiffy. I like Jiffy.
Where's the Y coming from?
It's a GIF.
It's a GIF.
It's a Jiffy.
Where's the Y coming from, Maria?
It's a silent Y.
There is
a
no
Jiffy.
silent letters in it. Mark is losing his shit right now. Look at him.
Jiffy. I call it a Jiffy. I've been calling it a Jiffy.
It's not about what you call it, Maria. What is it?
No.
Now, there is a company that makes them that's Giphy.
But that's
Y.
Why?
But like it's graphical information or like interface.
Which
like,
is good. Graphical GIF.
Or no, it's graphical information format.
But isn't it the same thing? You
It's
send a
a
little
GIF.
picture.
It's a GIF.
It's a GIF.
So
it's a GIF.
No, T.
No, I know. I didn't mean to say to you.
Yeah.
I'm saying there like GIF is like, so there's GIF or GIF. It's an abbreviation.
Correct.
GIF.
I still think it's Jiffy.
No, there is no Y. That's the name of the
I
company.
know, but that's how I say it.
Okay, well, you could be calling a vagina a butthole, but when somebody tells you that's the wrong word for it, are you going to keep doing it?
Yes.
Yes.
Unless it's
Put it into my butt.
Unless it's something serious, like for example, I can't say stimulation anymore.
Simulation.
It's a simulation.
we're out and about. We're like, be in a public place, and Maria turns to me and she'll be like, "You think we're in a stimulation?" And every random man at a place that we're at, look at us.
Do you want to get stimulated?
Nobody's getting stimulated, Maria. It's a simulation.
Yeah.
Okay, so remove the Y just for the sake of the conversation right now. So you say GIF.
Yes, with the Y.
No, we're not doing that. I'm
like
feisty
it.
today, Maria. I can't.
I like it.
Okay, I get it. I understand that you like it, but I'm like, okay, whatever. Do whatever you want.
I feel like it's such a small word that it's like if you change it up just
It's not a word. It's an abbreviation. That's what I'm telling you. Do you know what an abbreviation is?
Oh, yeah, when it's shorter, so it could say a bunch of words like ETA.
Estimate time of arrival. Exactly. It's abbreviated. First letter of the word.
That's so funny. ETA the other day, I was like, is it ETA or is it EAT? Because I was like, estimated arrival time, but it's actually estimated.
Mark is about to say something. He's losing it in that chair right now. Mark, I feel the same way. And there's probably people watching this like, Koala, why are you being so aggressive? Let her say the word she want to say.
No.
And
goes through this with me all the time because I mix up words so much. It's not even funny.
Okay, but no, it's okay to mix up words. It's like usually you're like, oh, that's the word. Okay, I'll say it the right way. But you're refusing to accept that there's no Y.
It's just Jiffy. It's just it has.
I'm never gonna be able to talk to you about this.
It has an attachment.
Mark,
to me.
I need
I'm attached to the word.
Tap in.
I'm so triggered.
I'm triggered too.
But just so you know, it's graphics interchange format.
Okay, so
GIF.
The guy who invented it says GIF.
Okay,
GIF would look like the word
giraffe.
For peanut butter.
Yes, with a J.
GIF.
So
there's no Y in any of these.
Isn't there something spelled with G? Don't GHIG. No, never mind.
What?
Gag?
No.
Yo, you brought up some weird porn shit on the last episode. Now we gagging? What's happening?
No, what she spelled was GHAG. I was like,
gag?
Gag?
Gag.
Maria. So yeah, it is. So what's it for you?
It's GIF.
And
the
then
way that
Mark?
it's supposed.
It's GIF.
It's supposed to be GIF.
There are people who say GIF, but those people are also wrong.
GIF.
You are calling
you're
out
thinking-
people on the podcast because I know somebody's like, I say GIF.
You're thinking
I
of
say Jiffy.
You're thinking of the peanut butter or Jiffy, the popcorn.
Yeah,
It just made sense in my brain for so long. It still kind of makes sense in my
And
brain.
even then, that company that kind of creates those, it would be called Giphy.
Jiffy.
Oh my God.
Jiffy, you see?
I can't. You guys tweet us about this. Tweet me, tweet Maria. Let's talk about this. What you know what? You ever been in math class? Now I understand. You ever been in math class and there's just they tell you to find the Y? That's what we're doing right now. We're looking for Y right now. Where's the Y? Where's the Y? What is the Y? Where did it come from? Who is it?
Only the chosen ones see it.
Meow meow. I have some I have a game a little bit with our little puffin chat that could incorporate both. I wanted to play a little Never Have I Ever. Huid edition.
Let's do it.
Gag edition.
Sucking farts edition.
Yo, I just wanted to know, like, you know,
I will have to say, I don't know, like, I would like a fart sucked out of my ass, but at the same time, I'm like, you know what I mean? But I'm like,
I think it depends on who's sucking the fart out.
I love that for anybody who gets the fart sucked out of their butt. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Never have I ever. So, all right, we're gonna play a little Never Have I Ever. We're gonna list a couple of weed related things that I don't know if you've done or not. If you have done them, you are a champion and you're on the same level as us of loving the Mirajukuchi. If not, no worries. That means you got to hit that Mirajukuchi right now and put it on your bucket list to accomplish for the future if you're able to and if you're interested in it. Maria.
Yes. Would you like me to start this off?
Sure. The thing is, I'm going to be telling you something. Let me tell you something.
Listen, Linda.
Let me tell you something. I've done it all in the weed community. So I'm going to be saying never have I ever, but I'll also be smoking because I tried to come up with things I didn't do, but it's just like it's things
She's
nobody's
taking
done.
a dab out of her nose.
So
like
that shit stinks. All right, hit us with
never have I ever taken a dab out of my nose.
You've never taken a nose dab?
No.
Have you ever taken a nose puff, period?
No.
Give me that nostril. Come here. We're going to do it right here.
No.
Come on. I'll still put it in my mouth after. Come here. Okay, so clog one nose. Yo, you never know what you're going to get on our podcast. Come here.
Scared, Mom.
Anybody that knows me knows my nostrils. I be dabbing with them. Come here. I'll do it for you. Close one. Okay, pull. Exhale.
Oh.
Woo! I'll do one with you. Which one's not clogged?
But I
Do not recommend. Do not recommend.
highly disrecommend.
Do not recommend. My right side of my face is now stinging. Okay, you've done that.
My eyes crying.
And I'm going to go ahead and puff regularly with the snots of our both nostrils because I love us.
And we just shaved our nostrils.
Oh, yeah. You guys.
Easy access all up in there.
Let me...
Can you hand me that water, please?
The water, yeah. So...
Thank you.
I was hanging out with someone the other day and they turned to me and I was like, wow, your nostrils got no hairs at all.
And they're that close.
And I literally turned and I was just like, yeah, I trim them. And we had a whole conversation about trimming nostril hairs. And I realized this isn't something that people do, I guess, like especially like women.
No, Ange was the first one who showed me to like, she shoved that little thing in my nose.
But yeah, I did. I honestly kind of, and I apologize for that.
No, I liked it because afterwards, after you...
She's hooked on it.
Yeah, after you take those hairs out of your nose, it's like you can taste the colors. Oh, taste the smells. The colors.
Taste the colors. Taste the smell. You know why I started doing it?
Why?
Because I started filming. And I would have the camera on some like shots, like dabs and stuff, so close to my face that I would see like a hair or two. And I'd be so self-conscious about it. And I'm like, this is not attractive.
Or even the fact that boogers will like
get stuck to
onto them.
Yeah. And then it just hangs on your hair.
And then like if you take like let's say you do like a fat ass dab video and then you're like, there's a fat ass booger right there, bro.
Now you got to redo it.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
Well, I don't redo it, but, you know.
I do.
You know, pimples on my face and boogers in my nose is just something I've accepted that people are going to have to get used to. When you see me, you see those two things. I've never in my life had absolutely clear skin. There's always at least something going on. And then there's my nostrils.
I have gray hairs.
Well, I think you look really cute with your gray hairs.
Yeah, right? But it's only on my right side. I like it. It's kind of like...
signature.
Yeah, you
little
know
signature.
I mean? I'm going to go diet.
All right. Never have I ever, even though I have, never have I ever smoked a joint or a blunt or a vape after a complete stranger.
Absolutely not.
You're a liar.
Oh, wait. Actually, I lied.
You used to have a very bad habit, and I know about your habit.
Wait, what happened? I'm like, what stranger did I smoke with? Hold on. Tell me.
What did you used to do with cigarettes?
Oh, that was when I was a kid. Okay, so actually, story time. So
she says, "I'll tell you." I wasn't gonna call you out like that.
No, but it's a good story time.
My armpits are sweaty now.
Back in the day, when I was in one of my group homes, I ran away from my group home, and when I ran away from the group home, I didn't have nowhere to go, and I lived in Clovis at the time.
Where's that? California?
That's in that's in by Fresno. That's right next to Fresno.
Oh.
And
Clovis?
so Clovis is like where it's like Fresno, it's like kind of where it's like more scary, like crazy. And then Clovis is like, you better not ride that bike without a helmet. You're gonna get pulled over. You know what I mean? So it's like Clovis is like very nice or whatever. But after school I ran away. So I was just walking around and like there was like I didn't do I had nothing to do except for walk around and chill at this park. So I wanted to smoke, but obviously I couldn't get weed. So I started picking up cigarette butts off the floor, and I would grab them, and then that's how my cigarette addiction started. I think I was 14 at the time. I think I was 14. Yes, and I think it lasted for a cool month because I stayed on the run for a month that time.
Did they find you and bring you back? Or
no.
Do you have to come back?
No,
You're a minor, so I guess so.
I think I turned. No, did my mom? Oh,
she's like, hold, please, I need to backtrack.
I think my mom took me back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my mom found me and then she took me back. Not my biological mom, that other mom, So yeah, I was for the longest, not for the longest, it was a month period that I was I loved cigarettes, and then I grew out of them. I was like, what the fuck was that? But I was bold, bro.
I remember when you told me the story. Do you remember my jaw was on the ground when you told me? I was like, Maria, you did what?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I smoke with people that I don't know all the time. But are they really strangers if they pull up next to me and they're like, "You're Koala Puffs, you smoke weed. I follow your shit. Let's smoke together." That's not a stranger.
Yeah, that's not a stranger.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
Technically, don't look at me, Mark. Technically, we're not strangers, okay? But logically, yes. So yes, I do.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I'm still alive.
Yeah.
And I feel great.
I'm still alive. You never know. It could have ended so bad.
Staying alive. Staying alive. Hit me.
Okay. Never have I ever taken a gram dab. We both have.
We both have. What's your biggest dab you've taken?
I think it was 2 or 3 grams, and it was for when I hit 200K on my YouTube channel.
That's so funny. Mine was 3 grams when I hit 300K on my channel. Mm-hmm. And you know what's really fucked up? I got deleted at 305,000 followers. So after I died taking that dab, and I honestly, can I just say something? Don't do it. One, that is a legitimate waste of product. Yeah. It really is. Mm-hmm. If I was not filming that, if I was not trying to do some kind of a challenge, I would never consume that much in one sitting. No. 2, it hoits, okay? Yeah. You got to take it hot in order for it to be fast. When you take it hot, it's painful. When you take it cooler, it lasts longer. Mm-hmm. Still painful. Mm-hmm. It was just not worth it. But so many people were hitting me up asking me what I was going to do for my 300,000. I was just like, I need to do something massive and cool. And I would not recommend. So if you're listening to this and you're like, ooh, a gram, 3 grams, you don't need it.
It was all bad. When I did it, and I literally took the hottest dab ever. You immediately saw the banger turn black. I look back at that video and I'm like, how did you not die? Bro, that shit
bet that
hot.
dab was gone fast though.
Yeah, it was. That's why it disappeared fast. But I remember sitting on the floor that day and I was like, Maria, in, out, in, out. But no, I didn't used to know to let it cool down like I do now. That was all bad. Everybody has those days. Everybody was there at one point where you didn't know that it has to cool down.
Hold on, I wrote something that I didn't want to forget. Oh, here you go. I wanted to, wait. I'm going to hop real quick. We're going to put a pin in Never Have I Ever. Did you know that you can only swallow a certain amount of times in a row? How many, what's the most amount of times you can swallow in a row? Go. 2 or 3?
I can't even do 2.
Isn't it weird how your body just rejects it? It's no, bitch. I don't know what you're doing.
I have to fight
Force
myself.
It.
Yeah, Mark, did you try it?
Everybody, if you're trying it right now, you got to take a puff. Anybody
I'm trying to remember the number. Give me 1 second.
What? Just try it.
There's literally a number where it's like your body cannot.
It's like more than 3, I think.
How many can your body swallow?
I don't know. I do 2 and I'm stuck.
I struggle with the second one. I had to like fight it to come out.
Yeah. Like, yeah, you know. Anyway, back to never have
It's
I
like,
ever.
bitch, don't swallow. Chew your food.
Right? Never have I ever, and I have, eaten 1,000 milligrams or more in one sitting.
I never.
No.
My
biggest is 3,000 milligrams, maybe a little bit more, but it was trap market gummies, so you can't really like, you know,
you don't really know how much was in
you
there.
you could have eaten 10,000 milligrams, you could have eaten 1,000
Yeah.
at that point. It's just like, don't know. But I was fucked up, and honestly, I was fucked up the whole next day. Like I had like a body high, and I just couldn't move. I felt like Jello. And I just could not. And I was like, oh my God, I did not want to do that amount like again.
I can't. I can do edibles, but I literally like I don't like the feeling of like eating something and then just waiting for it to like fucking like get me.
I know. That's
You know
why
what I mean?
I need to smoke and then be like, okay, the edibles are kicking in. And that's when I stop
Like
smoking
slowly.
and then the edibles take over. I must say, so this King Palm is smoking really nice.
Yeah, and we're getting through it fast.
Yeah, it's hitting really good. It's smoking really nice. If you do not know how to roll,
these are perfect.
these are perfect because this is a cone that you stuff.
Mhm.
This is a very pure leaf. There's no nicotine in there.
Mhm.
I will smoke joints, but I'm personally not a big fan of papers, so this is just like another alternative. I don't know. It's nice. I personally carry a lot of King Palms in my subscription boxes. All the fucking flavors. And but I've never tried this XXL one.
This is my first time trying it too. I had it in my room for the longest.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I wanted to do this because it was like November, Thanksgiving, you're stuffing a turkey, you're stuffing a massive cone, you know, just kind of a little bit on theme, on brand.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
All right, Maria, you have another never have I ever for me?
Never have I ever regretted smoking as much as I did.
No.
I never did. No.
There's never like, when I go out drinking, I would say probably a solid 90% of the time, I wake up in the morning and I'm like, you know, when you're thinking back on what you drank and you start getting nauseous because you're like almost tasting the alcohol, especially when it's like shots and like liquor. And I always regret, I'm like, shouldn't have had that last beer or those last 2 beers or those last couple of shots. But I never have that with weed. Even when I did eat a really large amount of edibles, to be honest with you, it was nice to just see like, bro, if I were to sit here and just fucking stuff my face, I just get like a really nice sleep for 24 hours. Like that's really like, you're not like, okay, maybe you'll throw up. That's like, maybe your body will reject it and it'll make you throw up.
Well, I've only thrown up because I'm like coughing too much. But like besides that, I've never like really thrown up on it.
Story time.
Oh, here we go.
This happened. So I'm gonna tell a longer story. Nobody asked for it, but I'm gonna give it to you. So when I first started smoking, it was actually about like 6 months before I started Koala Puffs. Like legit started smoking. And like I smoked a couple of times before that, but I don't even know if I like felt it or anything like that. And then I didn't have good experiences. But I like started smoking. I ended up starting my page and kind of posting the process. Everything that I learned, I would post about essentially. And one of the first like couple of months of making my Koala Puffs account, I smoked a lot. I think I was live and I like was, you know how it is on a live, like there's no sitting and waiting. There's no editing. Like you just go for like 30 minutes, an hour, whatever. And then you go sleep, you know? And so I went really ham. And I remember I made these Betty Crocker cinnamon muffins. And it makes like 9 or 12 of them, I think. And I ate almost all of them. And I threw up, not because I smoked so much or because I greened out. I ate so much, but I had such severe munchies. And I'd never really experienced something like that before, you know? Like I smoked a little bit and like I'd have a little bit of a munchie, but this like, I pushed my limit. And I was like, like home alone. I think at that time, no, I wasn't living alone yet, but I was definitely home alone, and I just like puked everywhere.
Oh no.
And it was so much muffin.
No,
And I
no.
couldn't eat that same flavor muffin for
Oh,
like the
that's
longest
big. You probably
fucking
couldn't
time.
eat that muffin again.
I mean, I tried to go back to it, but now the memories are just associated with it. But that was honestly the first time that I ever like threw up, and I like don't even feel that it was because of weed. Like I didn't feel like I threw up because I greened out. You know, you can green out. However, the only other time I actually had an event in Chicago, Illinois.
No.
And this is where I fucked up. I'm going to say this because there might be some people that went to that event. So usually I do one event and I like give it my all. Like I am high energy. I'm trying to interact with everybody. I'm trying to like have a moment with every person. I'm trying to dab everybody out. So when you go home, like it was worth the drive for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This was the person that I put together the event with asked me if, are you stuck? You're going to sneeze. I was like,
It's
oh no,
gone.
she broken.
You acknowledged it.
I acknowledged it. And so the person that like wanted to do this event was like, let's do 2 events back to back. He's like, not everybody can come at this time, so people will come at this. And I really didn't want to, but I was like, fine, let's just do it. And so it was like 8 or 9 hours.
Oh hell.
In a row.
Hell.
It was literally like, it was like from noon to 4. And then 4, the next batch of people came in from like 4 to like 11 or something like that.
Girl.
And I do amazing in the first one. I'm so excited. Everything's going so great. But we have so the guy that I partnered with, he locked in all the like vendors and sponsors and all the tables that are there. And he locked in only medicated food. There was no non-medicated food. I'm there for 9 hours. I need to eat. Plus, I'm interacting with everybody every second of the time that I'm there. So it's not like I could be like, let me go shove this hot dog in my throat. So whenever I could, I'd just go to the back, eat a little bite of some like, because it was all like bite-sized things, and then come back. And I was eating medicated food the entire time.
Oh god.
And so like hour like 8, I start feeling sick. I don't feel good. I'm sweating. I feel nauseous. My stomach feels off. You know when you feel like you're going to throw up and shit at the same time?
Yeah.
It's like that. So I'm like, this is not good. I don't feel good. I'm like, am I going to faint? Like, what the fuck is going on? I don't even know. I'm like, did I get drugged? Like, what the fuck is going on? And I felt so bad because I'm walking out and I see more people just arriving. And so I come up to these 2 girls. One of the girls' name was Ashley, and I like gave her a hug and I took a picture real quick, and I was like, I'm so sorry to do this. I don't feel good. Like I need to leave. I'm so sorry. Like I'll be more than happy to refund you for the ticket, but like I need to leave. And I walk out, and within like 30 seconds of walking out the door, I throw up everywhere.
Ooh.
And as soon as I throw up, I immediately get a migraine because I'm like dehydrated.
Yeah.
And so everything that I did have in my body just like exited.
Yeah.
And so I feel like I can't remember a time I felt this not good. And I said to myself, I was like, I will never allow somebody to like force me into doing a double event back to back ever again.
It's just really hard because it's like, it's not easy to smoke like that all day because we smoke every day.
But there's breaks.
But yeah, we don't fucking just sit here and just like smoke. So when she does events, like the first time I went to an event with her, I was sitting there and I was, after like 2 hours, I was like, bro, I'm fucking toasted. I was just chilling.
Was
and
this when we were in
like,
Hawaii? Or was this, which one was this?
I believe this was in Hawaii. And then like I just remember like after a while, I was just sitting there fucking stoned, and Angela's like, I fucking loaded.
Dude.
Let's go.
You know
I
why?
was like, let's go. I'm gonna
tell you a story. I'm gonna tell everybody a story right now. One of the first events that I did, somebody tweeted me after the event that I was rude and I didn't smoke with them.
Yeah, you see.
And it stuck with me. This was like 7 years ago. And it stuck with me. And I just felt so fucking bad, but I physically couldn't. And so now I feel like when somebody asks, like, can you take this puff or can you hit it? Like, I feel like I have to. And I know I don't have to.
Yeah.
But like, I feel so bad. Like, instead of staying at home and chilling with no pants on, watching SpongeBob, smoking weed, you got dressed up and you drove to come see me. You know, you paid for a ticket so that we could afford to get the venue to host this event, you know? And I didn't take a puff, you know? So that's like why I started doing dabs and giving everybody a puff, because at least everybody gets a chance to do one. And when I feel like I can, I do it.
Yeah.
And sometimes I have a blunt in my hand so that I could take a puff like while I can with everybody that comes through, that like I feel like I'm able to for as long as I'm able to. But that tweet stuck in my head for all these years, and I like felt so fucking bad. You know, because that's like their memory. Like they came to see me, and that's like the memory that they're leaving with.
Yeah, I would have. But I mean, at the same time, like, it's really hard to force your body to do something like that.
I know, but like, you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
I know what
like
you
it's
mean.
hard. So, so that's why like I was like, yeah, I can't do an 8-hour event, 9-hour 2 events back to back. It's fucking hard. But I did throw up severely that day. Crazy. Hold on. Let me see, because I feel like I had another one. Did I have another one? I thought I had another never have I ever. But let me think if I can come up with... Ooh, never have I ever, but I have. Never have I ever made my own edibles at home.
No.
No? You never have?
No.
Do you want to?
No.
We have Berna at home. Like, we could literally make the bestest cookies or anything you want.
I don't like edibles like that, remember?
Yeah, well, we could make it a little. Okay, we won't.
I like to watch you make them though.
I
watched that story.
I like to watch you make them.
I like to watch you do a lot of things.
So okay, Maria. Maybe like 2 years ago, I got the Ardent, my edible infuser. And I hopped on a call with a woman that launched the company, and she like educated me a lot on making my own edibles. And one of the things she told me was like, people think that you have to add a lot of flour in order to make it a nice strong edible, and like you don't. Like you basically just need to add like the eighth. I'm saying this because maybe like 2 years before that, maybe a year before that, I made my own edibles.
Oh no.
And I had so I usually buy a pound at a time, and after like I go through the pound, I usually have like my sea vault, my metal sea vault, and all the weeds in there. There's a lot of like shake left over, and so I usually collect that, and I have like a jar that I put it in. And so after a few pounds, there was like 2 ounces of shake, and just like like stems and leaves and shake and some small nugs, but mostly like it was still THC on it and stuff. And I didn't know, and like a few years ago, like there wasn't like a lot of research you can do. Like you can Google a little bit more now about cannabis, but like, okay, when I started, you couldn't be like, how do you take a dab? If you Google that, it'd be like, you go like that, and you put your forehead to the inside of your elbow, And so there wasn't very much information. Where I'm coming at is I didn't know this, that you only needed to put in like an eighth. So I put in 2 ounces into one pan of brownie mix.
No.
Yes.
No.
And so I made the brownie. I made a YouTube video about it. If anybody's listening and you saw that video before YouTube took my main channel down. Oh, yes, I did it. And I decarbed it, which we talked about last episode. Remember, you have to bake the wheat a little bit to decarb it. So I decarbed 2 ounces, like 1.5, 2 ounces. Decarbed it. Like I infused oil or the butter or both or whatever. I like strained it. I did all the stuff. Like, so, it's like amazing. I baked it and I cut it into 6 squares. So the pan is like, I don't know, like a 9x6. I don't know what the size is.
You were crazy.
I cut it into 6 big ass squares, and I ate like a half of 1 square. And after I died, girl. Like DED fucking dead bitch. Okay. Died. I was like knocked out for so fucking long. I know that's not how you spell dead. It's a joke. It's an inside joke. Mark looked at me like DED dead. And so I literally like ate the half a brownie, and I felt it like in a hour, like whatever. And I just couldn't. I laid down. I couldn't even finish. I was supposed to film a YouTube video of like how I felt. and I couldn't. So I died. I like went to sleep. It was like 6 or 7 p.m. I died. I woke up the next day, like midday. I was like dead. My body was dead. And I posted about it. You know, I was like, guys, I like put in this much and this. Somebody DM'd me and they were like, you probably had like 1,000 milligrams in that bite that you did. Like that whole pan was probably like 6,000 milligrams.
Oh, hell no, bro.
And after that, I had not made my own edibles. And so I end up meeting this owner of this company called The Ardent, which is an edible infuser. And she's like, you could make your own edibles at home. And girl, I got terrified. I was like, no, thank you. I do not want to make my own edibles at home.
I don't volunteer as tribute.
And I just tap me out, you know? And I tell her the story and she's like, that's when she teaches me. She's like, man, you know, like this is a problem with like censorship and stuff. Like everybody thinks when they've never watched someone make edibles or make edibles on their own that you need to add a lot of flour to it. And you don't. Like you feel like I could have added an eighth to that entire pan and ate brownies like a normal human being. But instead, can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I haven't had a brownie since that day up until last year at Halloween because Berna has her edible brownies.
Oh, yeah.
And she was like, these are like my top sellers. You have to try it. And I was like, okay.
I'll do it for you.
I tried to bite it and it was really delicious. It did not taste like weed and stuff. It was awesome. But I had to tell her the story afterwards. I was like, see, the reason is I gave myself PTSD with so many different things.
Fuck, dude. That would kind of scare. Would have scared the fuck out of me a little bit.
Yeah. I don't remember how long ago that video actually was, but it was a few years and it was definitely before the Ardent. Yo, girl, we're almost done with this.
I know.
I love this. Okay, so you had some discussions for us.
Oh, Jess.
This is Maria's episode today, guys.
Let's see.
You had some things that you
Okay.
said would like we could talk about.
So these are basically things that are like up for debate.
Okay.
You know,
I love debating.
You know, me too. Jiffy.
I fucking love you, bitch. I love you, bitch. I ain't never gonna stop loving you, bitch. Yes. Okay.
So, is a hot dog a sandwich?
No.
Are you sure though?
Why? Because it got a meat and a bread and it make it automatically a sandwich?
Okay, so
It's just a hot dog. It's its own category.
Have you ever had Subway? It's like the
Yeah.
same type of bread. It's like it opens like this.
No, it's just
It
cut
opens
like that.
and then you put your stuff in
Not
there.
a fucking sandwich.
Maria's right.
It's a sandwich?
Yeah, you see? And then they open it, they put a weenie in it, then you could put some mustard, you could put
Fuck
some
a
mayo.
weenie. The
You
weenie
could
doesn't.
be-
I
you
think
could
it's
put
the weenie that
some
makes it a
bell
non-sandwich.
peppers. You could put some jalapenos. Like,
Okay.
Is it a hot dog sandwich? What the fuck
According-
is that?
you've never had a hot dog with like a bunch of stuff on it?
I have,
Oh,
but I
so
don't
good.
call it a sandwich.
But it's basically a sandwich.
It's not a
You
sandwich.
put the ingredients in there. like a
What is it,
sandwich.
Mark?
According to the USDA.
No, I hate when you Google things. Turn off the internet.
Yes, a hot dog is technically a sandwich.
Yeah, see?
Listen, I'm not trying to be right. I'm just telling you it feels wrong to call it a hot dog sandwich.
No, it's still a hot dog, but it's
I know, but now
it's in the sandwich family.
fuck us, family.
Okay. Also, accordion.
Accordion?
According to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, a sandwich is comprised of 2 or more slices of bread.
It's not though.
and
It's one
having
slice.
a filling in between.
Fuck
No,
you guys.
But what about Subway? Technically, you think that's
I don't
want to
talk about this. Give me the next one.
Yeah, it's a.
Is a straw having a 1 hole or 2 holes? What's in a straw, Mark? 1 hole or 2 holes?
Okay.
1
the
hole or
next
2 holes?
one-
In regards to what?
Does a straw have 1 hole or 2 holes?
1 hole.
Really,
Yeah.
Maria?
2.
It's 2 holes, but it's 1
It's 2
hole going
holes.
all the way through.
I guess you could technically stuff 2 holes.
If you don't-
But that's what we're saying. Oh, how many holes? If you're putting it from 2 different sides, if you can shove something inside it, it's a hole. If you can do it from 2 different directions, it's 2 holes. With that logic,
And if you look at it from one side, you're looking at one. if you're looking at
technically,
one
like
hole,
the
then you look at
normal
other side,
straw,
it's
because
another
it go
hole.
in my mouth and comes out my butthole. That's a straw. That's 2 holes.
So
That's
would
a
you say
different type of straw.
technically you're a straw?
I'm a straw. Yeah. Fuck me
you
up.
have a,
I don't know what turned this to. So you say once. I need you
I
guys
think
to
it's two.
call us
I think it's
323-250-6366
I think it's
and
two.
tell us, is it one or two holes in a straw and why?
So this one isn't very controversy, but this one's gonna like blow your mind. It might not blow your mind, but it's like an interesting fact.
All right, blow me, Maria. Let's
Did
go.
you know you cannot hum when you're got your nose like this? When you plug your nose?
Okay, everybody that's doing it right now, gotta take a puff.
Yeah. Have you- It's
I
like
don't like this.
It's like impossible. Okay, I can't do it.
Okay, I don't like where this went.
Like, were you holding your breath?
You have to. Your nose is plugged and you're exhaling.
I know, but like.
Yeah, we've smoked too much of this to be talking about how many holes a straw has and if humming is humming.
One thing, this would have fucked me on the way here because it's okay. Mark, did you know you can always see your nose, but your brain ignores it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't know that. And then when I read it, I was like, oh, yeah, there it is.
You know why?
Well, all you've got to do is literally close one eye till you see it, and then your brain hides it when it's doing the double vision.
That's so freaking weird.
I know it extra when I get sunburn on my nose and it's peeling because I can just see the little things sticking out in all of my peripheral vision. It's like, I see it right there. I don't like this shit. Man.
This one this one is kind of like, I feel like we're not going to agree on this one.
Oh, God.
No,
I
we're not
hate when
gonna
we
agree on
don't
this
agree.
one.
Are you going to throw letters into words that don't exist?
I like doing that. I like that. So you've never really seen your real face. You've only seen pictures or your reflection. And that's true.
What does that even mean?
You've never really seen yourself.
I see myself in, I know it's a reflection,
No.
but it's the face. What
No.
it's.
Mm-mm. You've never seen
I know that
yourself.
I don't see it. I can't like
No.
take out my eyeball and pull it out, but I know
no
it.
idea what you really, really, really look like.
I look like this.
No, you don't look like that.
I look better, I hope. I'll be out here looking like a
that's
potato.
weird if you really think about it.
I don't agree with that though.
I Mark, what do you think?
I mean, sure, it's a stretch, but yeah.
Yeah, right? You see?
Oh, we're just giving out pity points here today. I see.
That one is a pity point because
Participation
it's
trophies.
like the most thinly veiled argument.
Because you never.
Because you're like, yeah, your raw eyeballs have never seen your
No.
face
How far?
raw.
All right.
No.
Totally totally unrelated question. Not related to this conversation at all. How far out do you think you could pull out a human eyeball before it doesn't work anymore?
Not.
I feel like a couple centimeters.
Okay. Can we turn it? Can
Oh,
we pull
God.
it and turn it and have you
I
look?
was like, great. It shouldn't come out of your socket.
I put it back in.
Oh, okay. That's why you wanted to go far. Well, that
I'm
was.
trying to see my face.
Yeah, but you'll never see it.
Okay. Well,
No matter how many times you try.
that's great. I love that I have been it's totally not been having insomnia. Now here we go again. I'll be thinking about straw holes and faces.
So this one is kind of interesting.
Another one.
Mhm.
Another
So if a baby is born at 11 p.m. in California and another baby is born at 2 a.m. in New York, they have different birthdays, even though they were born simultaneously, which is kind of crazy.
Listen, I've said it before and I'll say it again. This whole fucking time zones shit trips me the fuck out. It's just like, and then the daylight savings shit confuses the fuck out of me even more. And then the fact that Arizona's just sitting there like, nah, we're not gonna participate. The fuck you mean? What the fuck you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? So. I can't. I don't understand. This whole world does not make sense to me 90% of the time. Make something make sense to me. Like, what the fuck is this world we're living in?
Now this one is gonna make you think a little bit.
I'm going to bring up stimulations.
You notice you're only grossed out by nails and hair when they're no longer a piece of somebody's body.
No, there's definitely some hair and nails that I've seen on myself that I'm like, girl, go get it done. You look gross.
No, but like you wouldn't want to like touch it. Like it's just like because like that came off of somebody. It's a finger now.
I don't care.
Some hair.
Bitch. Oh, really? Let me tell you something, okay, bestie? She comes over to my house twice a month. Maria stays at my house between 2 to 5 days every time she comes visits. 70% of the time, Maria forgets something at her house and needs to use something of mine. You don't think I've had to pull out your hair out of my hairbrush? You don't think I've had to put away your clippings into the trash?
I mean, I don't think they meant like a dead person, but I'm thinking a dead person.
You didn't say dead. When did you say dead? You said cut off. When did dead come into this conversation?
Let's add the dead. Would it gross you out then?
Dead anything, I don't want it.
Yeah, so it would gross you out?
Everything dead grosses me out.
But I mean, the nail wouldn't be dead. They would take it off the dead body. The nail would be separate.
What?
The nail would be separate from the dead body, so would it gross you out?
No, I don't care. I just don't want to see the dead body.
Okay, so you wouldn't be grossed out by it,
What is happening? We're pulling off nails off a dead corpse. What? Did we listen? We've almost smoked this.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, we did. The cherry is. I honestly don't suggest we go for too much longer because I think it's a. Let me push it out. I feel like.
What was I about to say? I'm starting to feel very hungry.
Oh yeah, we're already at the tip.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, we
killed
smoked that
it.
whole thing. High five, girl.
We killed it.
I was like, what do you mean touching hair? I have to touch your hair every 2 weeks you visit. Because the hairbrush was the one thing you decided
but
bring.
when I thought about that, that's like maybe hair, I'll let it slide, but like nails, like that's like.
Okay, so when I die and I want to hunt you for fun, I should not clip my nails and leave them on your nightstand.
Don't do that.
But if I trick my hair and I put there, that's okay.
I'm gonna use it to clone you.
What?
I'm gonna use it to clone you.
Oh, please clone me now so that she can help me pack subscription boxes. I'm retired.
I'm so dead.
Yo, is there anything else you have for us?
So I would like to talk about one thing.
Okay.
It's about
sex,
baby. If you think this world is a stimulation.
A what?
Simulation. Simulation. If it's a simulation. I said simulation.
We have records that indicate.
Delete that shit, Mark. Delete that shit, bro.
Replay slow-mo.
Bleep that shit.
Simulation.
So yes, you know what I meant. Simulation.
I don't know. I do think it's a simulation just because of how like things work out, things line up, how you be seeing the same people. Like it's just, I don't know. Some of it just doesn't make any sense to me. A lot of like what I like envision in my mind and what I push for, like I feel like I'm living and it's something that shouldn't be real. I shouldn't be able to like you smoke weed on the internet and you make a whole company out of it, another company, a fucking business, like my mom fucking like my mom's bills are paid. Like it's just like, you know what I mean? Like I'm just like, what? Like it's just wild. So yeah, it feels like a simulation because none of this shit feels real. And I feel like you just have to like break out of it. And then when like you're aware and you're awake and your heart and your third eye is open, it's like this whole other world, I would say.
It's definitely a simulation. I think that is, especially when we're driving. You know me, I'd be looking at people.
Yeah.
And like we'll be driving and you just see different people doing different things. But I play The Sims.
Yeah.
So it makes me think of The Sims because it's like so many different people. Like you've got one guy in his suit ready to go to work, another girl in her exercising outfit because she's jogging, another guy on a ladder because he's over there fixing something on the side.
They just hit our green things.
Yeah, like it's just like it's like crazy. Like it's like I don't know, like I look at it and I'm just like there's so many little humans.
Yeah, especially when we smoke weed, shit really does.
The aliens are like, look at those motherfuckers.
I feel it the most when I'm flying because I just feel like everything is like so perfectly like the lines are so perfect. It's all like squared off, especially when we're flying over like farms and stuff like that. And
how did the humans do that?
It's just I mean with with machines, Mark is just like looking at you like I know they did it,
but like how did they like come up with that shit? Like how did people did somebody
see a dick and go, let me suck on that and see if it feels good for you? You know what I mean? Like everything is just like trial and error.
Millions of years ago.
Uh-huh.
We've had plenty of time to figure that out.
It's just like,
I know, but,
but
like,
it's
that's
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just
like-
like it's just like such a like it's just a wild world we live in. I feel like, and so it's just like crazy not to sit back sometimes and be like, just like, man, like this is our routine. This is our like steps in life. This is what happens. Like, you know, it's just like, I don't know. Sometimes shit just doesn't like. I don't know, especially like lately, since I feel like it's been like a news story after a news story after a news story after a historical event after some celebrity this happens and celebrity that happens. It's felt very overwhelming, and there's like no breaks in between. Granted, there's a lot of social media access now, way more like every year, more and more, I feel like, especially with TikTok, like providing information so fast to everybody. And so I feel like the news try to compete with that and try to pop out shit that they would probably usually hide. I don't know. But it just feels very overwhelming. And I just feel like why is this happening out of nowhere? You know, that just feels like somebody just pushed the speed up button on fucking traumas. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, holy shit. But also, like, I will say this, like, consuming cannabis helps feel like you're in a simulation, you know? And with that, I'm gonna be honest, it helps me not take things so seriously. Because when things happen, like, it really doesn't feel, I'm training myself to not feel like it's the end of the world no matter what's happening, you know? It's just another thing, and there's always going to be a thing to deal with, and this is this thing for right now, and you're just kind of like in this like belt of a lifetime that you're dealing with, and you're on this part of the belt that's got a little speed bump. Boop, boop, boop. I like this little episode today. I am really stoned. Honestly, a solid 10 out of 10 to the King Palm for this XXL. You'll be able to get this XXL in the November quality box, which is available now on koalapuffs.com for either a subscription base for $69.99 or a single time scoop for $75. And this particular box not only comes with a bunch of things, 9 items to be exact, including this King Palm, but it comes with a Sessions piece bong, which is a beautiful glass bong. It is very nice, great function. It is very elegant looking, and King Palm and the Sessions piece is just one of the two of the nine items in the box, and you'll be able to see the rest of the box next episode. But if you don't want to wait, go on koalapuffs.com. Hit us up on our podcast Instagram account and give us a call and leave us a voicemail if you would like a chance to be featured on our podcast at 323-250-6366. Maria, give us your spin on that number.
It is 3,232,506,366.
Whoa. You heard
Call
that.
me.
Call that number. Leave a voicemail for a chance to get featured. Actually, I think next episode we're going to play some voicemails. So now is the time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check us out on YouTube if you want to see the episodes. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.